Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope it is a good morning for you as you're watching. I have needed a kickstart this morning, it will be fair to say. I suppose after having such a high of a day yesterday, I suppose it was inevitable. If not inevitable, then very likely. You crash afterwards. That is the nature of depression, isn't it, my friends? We don't have an even keel with extreme highs and extreme lows. And thanks to some of my help, counselling that I've had, I've been taught to try and find a routine, a healthy routine, a way of beating the bad routine, the bad habits, because habits are unconscious things. Habits are what we do subconsciously, without thinking, without planning. But a routine is something that's planned. And when it's planned, we can win in this game of mental health depression. We can win, we can have a triumph, rise above it. And the fact that I'm talking to you this morning, I have said this before, if I'm on here talking, I've already had several victories. Because when it strikes, when that black dog strikes, you that have got mental health issues, you understand this, depression, anxiety, you understand this. It's quite easy, the easiest thing in the world, just to pull that duvet back up over your head and sack the whole blessed day. What's the point, isn't it, eh? What's the point? That sinks into your mind, doesn't it? You say, what's the point? Well, the point is this, have a listen. Hey? Have a look. Breathe in the air. Hey? That's the point. Don't let it beat you. We must not let it beat us. It is like an horrible black dog, isn't it? Hey? Depression. So yeah, get out of habit and into a routine. I've got into the unfortunate habit of having a drink every day, and that's probably not helping my mental health, you know. It is a depressant. It certainly does help get rid of anxiety in the evening, and then you fall asleep quickly rather than drift off to sleep naturally. And I suppose that's what lets the old evil cinematographer in, the bastard projectionist, as I call him. Oh, there's my language, not very YouTube, sorry. But yeah, so maybe that's a habit I've got to break again, eh? I broke it for a long time. Didn't have a drink for 6.5 years, not a single solitary sip of a drink, eh? And then I went to Thailand a couple of years ago, and within a fortnight I was back in the old habit again. Eh? It's so far into the day and must be libation o'clock, eh? I don't know if that's the answer. I'm going to try, and I'm going to keep trying whatever it takes, because I am going to fight. I'm going to fight this, because I am fed up to the back teeth of waking up 3-4 times a night, covered in sweat, kicking my missus out of bed, throwing the covers off, or wrapping them up like I'm screwed up. How he's a little dog here, look. Hello boy. Did you get in there? He's gone again. His owner would be along directly. Carrying his bottles of water, he is. So yeah. completely lost my thread then. Just got spoken to by a man who nearly lost his forearm, he did, apparently, on a motorbike. Funny how they always have accidents similar to mine, He had the same surgeon as Barry Sheen, you know. You know. Anyway, must not mock. We're all out here trying to get along together, aren't we? And he was jolly nice, jolly polite. Lovely little dog he had with him. Picking up litter, he was. Which is now left here. But there you go. That's Aquarius folk. But he's doing his routine, isn't he? He's doing what it takes him to get through the day. And I, in my own little way, being out here, I'm doing what it takes for me to get through the day. There's some amazing coloured birds and all that. I do wish I'd learnt and studied what birds are and their names and all that. So I could go, ooh, that's a this or that's a that. But anyway, I didn't. I'm probably too long in the tooth to start trying now. My memory's no good. I'd have to keep being reminded every time I look. But they look nice, and they sound nice, and I'm grateful for them. So that's my morning, my routine. Got out of the habit of, because I went back in when I was drinking, that's what I'm talking about, drinking. Habits, subconscious things, habits. I would have got up in the morning, and if I'd have felt like my head felt this morning, I'd have reached straight for a Jack Daniels. I used to always have a packet of Jaffa cakes in the house, because I went through packets and packets of them in a week, so there was always a couple lying about. And I'd put Jack Daniels in a saucer, put a Jaffa cake in it till it soaked it up. Breakfast of champions. I'm not saying that in any way to big it up. It was a stupid and foolish habit. But when you live amongst people that encourage it and laugh at it, it becomes a thing, a habit, a subconscious thing. Not good practice at all. Not good practice at all. This is good practice. Getting some air in my lungs, releasing them endorphins. I feel better for it. I can feel it now. I wish I could translate how I felt when I woke up to how I feel now. I wish I could send it down the line to you through the airwaves, because it would do you all good. I know it would. I'm not going to say I feel well this morning, because I don't. I could curl up in a ball and cry, I could. But I'm going to beat it. I'm going to keep fighting. And I'm going to try my very best to bring as many of you lovely people along with me as I possibly can. Because we are all worth it. None of us are an accident of science. I don't believe that. We're all here for a purpose. Maybe, just maybe, my purpose is to reach out to folk, and help somebody feel a bit better. Maybe that's why I keep getting dragged through the mill, so I can share my experience of how to beat it. Maybe? What do you think? What do you reckon? If these videos are of any use to you, feel free to share them. There's a YouTube link on everything I put up. I'll just share them around and about the place. I don't mind if people don't like them. It's a very niche market, isn't it? Talking about mental health amongst biker types. But I'll tell you this much, there's a fair few of us out there. So, I'll keep going. Send me a comment. Tell me about your nightmares. Tell me about your bad dreams. How you beat them. How you turned an habit into a practice. A routine. A conscious way of beating the negative. Let me know. Stay in touch. You have yourselves a good day. I love you all. Ta-da.